I love that. So, hello everybody, welcome to the second score attack that I'm going to be doing, and it's Halloween! Hey! Hi! Did you get candy? Did you not go trick-or-treat? Are you guys too old? You're probably too old to do that. Anyways. Did you see any clowns? Did you have them arrested? Good, you're a good person. So... say hello to the second say hello to the second video game. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the second video game that I've ever played in my life. And if you can't tell, it's late at night. In fact, it just turned 12 AM. So I'm slightly cheating. But it's technically already Halloween. Anyways, I'm gonna play Tetris Plus. Why Plus? Because as I so graciously, with my expert in vocabulary, point out, this is like, if I'm right, it was Mario on my cousin's NES that was the first game I ever played. This is the second, because I had, or I should say, when I saw, like, NES and, you know, I wanted a game of my own, I didn't get one until a couple years later, where my parents bought me a Game Boy, and I've pointed this out in, the Pokemon discussion we did, but the first game I played on was Pokemon Yellow, because the same day I got it, my cousin came over. And, like, he gave me, he asked me what was, do I know what Pokemon is, and I was like, no, and, like, he gave me his copy of Yellow and let me keep it. The second game I got, which technically is supposed to be the first, but I played Pokemon first. The game that actually came with, when I say came with, I mean, like, she bought it, my grandmother, was this game. She bought Tetris along with it, because I'm guessing she knew about the big craze about Tetris. And I guess, I don't know, maybe Mario Land wasn't on sale. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know why, but I really, wanted to play this game. Maybe it has to do with the fact that, like, my birthday is October 14th. So, thanks to this year, I've officially turned 20. And that's both weird to think about and also slightly horrifying, because I was just in high school 2 years ago, and then I graduated. And that doesn't feel that far away to me. Like, people say, oh, it's been 2 years since you've been out of school. In 2017, you would have been out of school for 3 years. That's so weird to hear. Like, you don't understand how weird that is to hear. But, yeah. I guess what also with, you know, Pokemon being made/created in the same year as me, and like, oh god, the amount of times that I've cried at something Sun and Moon related makes me realize, yeah, I'm grown up. Like, I'm not a kid anymore. Like it took me a while to finally like get out of that funk of, oh, I'm just a dumb kid, you know, I don't need to worry about responsibilities. No, like I absolutely need to worry about responsibilities. I need to get a job. You know, I need to eventually find my own place. You know, like, people have been questioning, like, why is my name Yurigurl when I'm clearly not a girl? It's because I'm trans. So, like, I need, like, my own place. I need money for, like, the therapy and surgery that I want to get eventually. Like, that stuff's not just going to come out of the sky. Like, and here I am, just spending all my time, just playing games, editing stuff for the channel. And while I enjoy that, like, this year, especially 2016, with all the, just everything that was going on, you know, the whole president election, I can really just care less about. Like, of course I care about who's getting put in office, because, you know, I don't want somebody to just be, I just don't want some random person to be thrown in and just be like, oh yeah, hell, sorry, I accidentally nuked all of Canada. Oops. It's like, well then, well, this was a terrible idea. We should have never put this person in the office. You know, I care about that whole thing, but in terms of like all these debates and stuff that are going on, I could care less. Like, whoever does not seem like they're going to destroy us all, just pick them. Like, I don't even care who. I mean, if you honestly think that Donald Trump's going to help, like, that's your opinion. You have the right to vote. You can do whatever you want, okay? Just leave me out of it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not even as much as it annoys people to hear. I'm not going to vote. Like, I'm not even going to take the time out of my day that I could be spent doing anything else to go to some random building that I'm probably never going to go to again. Stand in a line for God knows how long in the freezing cold. Because it's starting to get cold now. It's just getting 60 over here. And as somebody who loves the cold, I like that, but I don't like standing out in the cold for no reason. Like, I'm okay with walking, because, like, it's a nice walk, and and if I ever get too warm, I can at least, like, drop by a Starbucks and get something hot to drink. If I get out of line at, like, at, like, a place to, like, vote and stuff, I can't just, like, cut back to where I was. Like, I would need to go through, I need to sit in line all through the whole process again. But, that slightly long tirade about voting, for some reason that came out. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I need to do. And it wasn't until this year where all this stuff started happening that I realized that. And, you know, some people might question, well, how come it took you this long to figure out something that should have been blatantly obvious? I can't answer that for you. Like, I honestly can't. I don't know why it took me this long to realize how much I need to actually take responsibility for stuff. I honestly just can't tell you. I don't have any real, like, response to it. You know, I was dumb. In a way, I still am dumb, but I'm at least, like, starting to grow out of it. It's just to grow out of my dumbness. I'm just, like, screwing up all kinds of ways. This run might as well just be over. Yeah, there we go. 20,117. It's the first run. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, no, it's you. There's, there's me. E. R. These are the first letters. So yeah, like, I guess you could say I'm sort of, in a way, having a midlife crisis. Even though, like, again, I'm only 20. Like, it should be considered midlife when I'm technically just starting life. Really. But yeah, like, all this stuff that kept happening in the world, like, all these talks of just, like, people dying in sorts of ways, all these psychopaths running around in clown costumes, like, chasing people with weapons and stuff, like, it made me realize that I could be gone at any moment now. And I haven't done anything that I would qualify as a good life. I mean, yeah, like, I played a lot of good games, and I loved all the time I did with that, but I haven't done anything that I ever wanted to do with my life as, like, a person. Like, as I brought up, I'm trans. So, being stuck in this body that I don't even, like, I'm even disgusted to even be in, be forced to be in, really. I don't know how I would feel about, I don't know how I feel about the thought that I would never get out of this body. That I would never achieve my goal of becoming who I really think I am inside. A woman. Like, a person by the name of Veronica. Which you would have assumed that from, like, all the times I would name myself Veronica in races and such. But yeah, it's just... I want to get my life back in order. But it's at the point where I'm not entirely sure when that's going to happen. Because I'm at a standstill. Not really a standstill, I'm in a paradox, really. So, I got a job, and then, like, I pretty much only just had, like, a few amounts of experience, and like, they had me for a few weeks, and then basically, when enough time had passed, they let me know, okay, yeah, we're not going to need you. Like, they don't really, like, they don't actually say this straight to your face, but they might as well just say we found someone better. Like, at least have the gumption to look at me in the face and tell me why you don't want me, as opposed to just trying to let me down easy. Because that's just going to make me feel... Because that's just going to make me speculate. It's just like, well, what did I do wrong? And that's just going to make me second-guess literally everything I do. Which, that's going to make me a nervous and or emotional wreck more than just saying, oh, we found somebody who fits the position more. Like, what's so bad about saying that? Just say it. Like, I know people want to let others down easy, but people need to realize... For a lot of people, that doesn't work. For a lot of people, that's gonna, like, mess them up even further. Probably even further than just saying, oh, we found someone better. But, yeah, because I was laid off, in a sense. No, it's not even a sense, it's literally what happened. Every single job I've been trying to go to before I got that job at IHOP was pretty much ended with, or pretty much started and ended with, hey, you've never had a job, you've only had volunteer experience, we can't exactly have you here since, like, it would cost too much money to, like, train you, and we would like somebody that actually knows, that, like, actually has experience with stuff. But if we can't find anybody, like, we'll call you and stuff, you know. And of course, they always find somebody that can fulfill the position, so we never get that call. There's only one time I ever did get a call back from somebody. It was at a Little Caesars down the street. And then even then, they never called back. And I, like, went down there and said, hey, what's status on my thing? It was like, oh, they decided not to go with you. I'm like, okay. Can I get a large pizza? Like... that's how I deal with my problems. I eat. I know that's unhealthy, but yeah. People have their ways of comforting themselves. And sometimes video games, while fun and while they do take up a lot of my time, sometimes like, you know, I didn't mean to put that tall piece there. Sometimes it's just it's a whole thing. I don't even know what I'm doing right here. There we go. There we go. Let me not screw things up. There we go. I would need another tall piece. Look at me actually talking about the game I'm playing. What is this? But yeah. I'm sorry that I say but yeah a lot. That's like my dialect. That's like my little thing instead of just saying well, but I guess in a way I'm saying but yeah. Anyways, I want to fix like everything that's wrong with me, really. Like I need to get my life in order. I need to get a job, which is by near impossible. Considering I never did finish that, I'm sorry. So yeah, basically originally when I was trying to get a job, they told me I couldn't get a job because I didn't have experience. But now, when I have like a little bit of experience, people basically say either yeah, you still don't have experience, or they say, and this is bullcrap. Like I don't care what anyone says in defense of this. This is bullcrap. They would either say that, you know, you still don't have experience to work here, or they would say, since that another company laid you off for not fitting their qualifications, we don't need to see you work here, because we're going to assume you will just waste our time and money. That's what a place said to me. Yeah, I'm not even gonna, like, be, like, I'm not even gonna be, like, trying to hide their identity or anything. I went to a Wendy's and tried to sign up, and they said that straight to my face. I couldn't even believe what I was hearing, really. You know, just for the sake of letting this video go on a little bit longer, I'm actually gonna do a third one. The third, go, because that second one was garbage. Yeah, but since now that I have like that whole problem again of like trying to find a job but no place wants me, I'm now in the spot where I can't really move forward with what I want to do because I need money. And if I don't have money to do anything that I want to do, how am I going to like do all the things I want in life? How am I going to be the person that I should have been at birth? How am I supposed to do all the things that I wanted to do probably since the very beginning of my existence if I literally can't do anything? And that really makes me feel useless. Even though it's out of my control, I feel so worthless not being able to change anything and like better my life. I just need to sit and just wait for things to happen. Wait for my life to eventually get on track. And that's not a very good feeling. And I really don't know. Like, I try to think that I have the answers. Like, I'm going to, you know, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna get the money I need. I'm gonna finally get out of this house. Well, technically, I'm already out of the house that I used to live in. I'm living with a friend, but yeah. It's just... I don't have any which way to try and fix any of my problems. And that bothers me. It severely bothers me. And it's not even a case of... like, I'm too stubborn to do something that's, like, possibly gonna help me. It's... no, because, like, people can just say, oh, well, why don't you try going to college? Who's going to pay for that? Like, college isn't free. And I am not I'm not going to get myself in any loans or anything like that just for the possibility that more people would be interested in what I do. Like, if I were to go, I would just go for video editing because that's what I know how to do. But why would I go to a school, pay thousands upon thousands of dollars for something that I've been doing since I was 12 and know inept enough to do pretty much anything I really need to at the moment? Sure, I can't make, like, Hollywood-grade films, and wow, that was even worse. That was an even worse attempt. But I don't know. Like, I really don't. And that's my problem. I don't know how everything's going to work out. I don't even know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow. Like, I don't know anything. And it's that inept fear of the unknown that just boggles my mind. It gets me thinking. It makes me paranoid. It makes me think things aren't going to get any better. Even though I can try and tell myself I know things can and most likely will, there's always that doubt at the back of my mind that just eats at me. And, like, it's like, I've joked around to my friends, like, I don't sleep. It's mainly because I'm up at night thinking about literally anything that could possibly happen. Anything at all. It could be, oh, am I going to die tomorrow? Am I going to finally get the job? Like, is any place going to call tomorrow? Is anything, like, horrible going to happen in the world that's going to affect me or, like, any of the people I know and love in any way? Like, that's the type of things that I think about in the middle of the night where everybody else is, like, sleeping, like, going on with their lives because they've got their lives in order. They know what they're going to do, and if not, they have at least a general idea. I have nothing. It's only taking me till age 20 to figure out, or I shouldn't say really figure out, but get it through my head that I can't depend on anybody, really. I need to do all this stuff myself, because if I don't, how am I supposed to grow as a person? How am I supposed to be... How am I supposed to think that I can do all the things I want to do if I can't even do something as simple as, I don't know, wake up on time, for one. Though again, that has to do with me not sleeping, but I know I've taken methods to fall asleep quicker. Like, I've listened to, like, people read books or stories and stuff like that, and because my mind's not focusing on everything, I do fall asleep. But lately I've stopped doing that because I don't know. I've just stopped. Maybe it's because I just feel like there's no point to it. It's like, if I'm just going through the same rigmarole every day, you know, get up, eat, work on videos, or play games and enjoy myself. Probably go outside and exercise, you know, get all the fat off of me. Like, if I'm just doing that each and every day, just waiting for something to change, because, unfortunately, anyway, I can, anything that I the way the things can, the only way the things can change is if some outside source helps me. Which then goes back into the whole, I seemingly can't do anything by myself type of mentality. Even though I know, like, I can't control just, like, if somebody picks up the phone and decides to call me. I can't control that. In the same way, I know it's not necessarily my fault, but I don't know. There's a lot of things that I question whether or not were the right choice. Because, like, I didn't go to college, and I didn't want to because I knew that I wouldn't take it seriously. I knew that I wouldn't, you know, actually, if I did take it seriously, I would eventually just stop because I hate school. And just school in general is just terrible. Like, our education system is in complete shambles. Like, even hearing all this stuff about this, like, oh, we got people from Craigslist to sign out all the stuff on our SATs. The thing that, you know, completely decides what your child's future is going to be are in the hands of the same people that you would ask to give you a no-hands blowjob. Like, these are the types of people that are disconcerting. Oh yes, your child can pass, I think. And then, just... that's a whole other topic in general, but still, point stands. And I've played enough Tetris. I think my highest score was like 21,116 or something like that. I'll flash it up, like, right now. And I feel like I've rambled enough. But yeah, I really want to get my life back in check. But I can't because of what I need to do in order. Let me just run that out. I need to get my life back in check, but I can't because of what's required for me to actually get my life back on track. I need money, and I need a place to work. Video editing, while it is the only thing I know, like, in depth of how to do, you know, I still learned, like, you know, I was a busboy at IHOP, so I know, like, I sort of know how to use the cash register. I've only used it, like, once. I know how to, like, you know, take people's orders and stuff, and make sure they get all the right food, you know, do math in my head, figure out their change and stuff. But because I don't have that much experience, no place wants me. Because I know I only have a little bit of experience, as well as of just volunteer work at a nursing home, like, underneath my belt. I don't have anything that really speaks to, like, restaurants and other stuff. If I could, like, find a place that wants an editor, sure, I can do that. But even in that case, I can't even do that right, because, I mean, anybody who's watching this channel, you could see, like, Pokemon Emerald hasn't hasn't updated in multiple days, weeks even. Why is that? Because big dumb me is spending all their time playing games and not focusing on that. Like, even when I have something that I think I can do, I don't do it. I procrastinate, and I hate that about myself. But there's times where I just don't feel like editing. I just don't feel like sitting in this chair on long hours of the day and putting stuff together. but it's because that I have absolutely nothing to do with my life, really. Like, everybody else in the Crusaders is either in Japan, in college, or some other school, or they have their own job. I've got nothing, so I feel like I shouldn't, shortchange myself, and I should, like, do a lot of the work I should do a lot of the work for the channel, since I have the time to do it. But other times I just don't feel like doing it. And I know for some people it's like, well, that's fine, everybody needs a day or two to, for a break. Problem is, day or two, that's perfectly fine. A week and a half, that's another story. And this isn't even the first time it's happened. Like, all things considered, we're midway through Session 4 of Emerald right now. Session 5's has been completely recorded since, like, April. And here it is, it's almost November. All things considered, we should have all of those parts uploaded by now. Even if we don't have Session 6 recorded, we should at least have Session 5 up, because enough days has passed for us to do those at the bi-daily basis that we've been doing. But it's because of big dumb me that we keep going off schedule. And I don't want anybody else to, like, worry or, like, take any of the work off me because they feel that I can't handle it. I can handle it. It's just that I keep being so stupid. And I really hate that. There's a lot of stupid decisions that I've made in this year alone. Some I fixed, others it's too late to fix. And I realize, people make mistakes. And it's because of those mistakes that I feel that I'm going to learn from them. But it's the fact that I haven't learned from them yet, even though I know what the problem is. But just God. I want to better myself. I want to do all the things I want to do. I want to make sure that I don't just die a sad sack of a husk living in a body they haven't even been born in. Poor, kicked out of their own house, and just has this great thing to, has this great group of friends that encourages me. They help a lot. And I will give, like, all the blessings I possibly can to everyone in the Crusaders for being very helpful people and helping me get through a lot of the stuff that I've been through. But at some point I need to realize, regardless if anybody's helping me, I need to do this. I need to do a lot of these things myself. I need to stop getting distracted. I need to get rid of my procrastinating problem. I need to stop all of that, because if I don't, it's going to persist until I do that in actual work. If I do that in actual work, then I'm never going to keep a job. If I'm never going to keep a job, then I'm never going to be able to go on in life. I'm just going to be stuck here in a cycle that I feel isn't going to end unless some outside force just causes it to shift into a positive or negative light, or I die. And that's not a happy existence. To think that your life's not going to get any better unless something in the world happens, or you just die. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me on this almost 34-minute incredible life discussion over Tetris in the background. Like, how about that? This big life speech over Tetris, what is supposed to be the most mind-numbingly, like, cheerful game ever. But, This has been Yurigurl, and I'll see you guys whenever I do another score attack, whenever I do anything else, really. I'll see you guys next time.